Well, I did a video on the way over to the sale, but I just felt it was flat. There wasn't a lot of enthusiasm in the video.
Woohoo!
So we're on our way out to the sale. It's day 3 now. It could be because we've already got pretty much everything. I have my 6. If I have to, as a GM, if I have to move something around to fit a PA trotting filly in, we are in need of that one more trotting filly from Pennsylvania. But that is not to say we will be able to attain that horse. I got thinking about it shortly after we made the video of all the horses we should have bought, we could have bought, that we didn't. And that's kind of what makes up the sale, right? Is you're always left trying to do your best to stay on the right side of the fence. What I mean by that is, if you don't buy this horse, we'll buy one later on, but you know what happens. You get neither of them. And a lot of the times, though, you really do like that horse later on. Now, yesterday, I liked the Pacer way at the end of the sale. That was the guy that I liked. That was Better's Wish's brother, by Captain Treacherous. I just thought he was a really good-looking colt. I knew he was a Ridgeling, so to me, I hear value when I hear that. I don't know why people shy away from that. I guess they don't want to castrate their horses right away. Could be it also, right?
Well, it is a more difficult operation.
It is, but it isn't. I mean, Dr. Brown will have him castrated easily, and it will be what? Let's say it's twice as much as a normal castration, okay? How much value are you going to find on the top end of that horse because of what you just worried about? And I guess people, and it is worth knowing that Spitfire Overseas always was original. We never did castrate them. So it's not like you can't race them. And as you said, Campfello was original also, and when he raced. So these are things that make up the sale. When you go to a big sale, you're always going to be left with the what ifs, right? I can tell you right now, there's 4 or 5 horses we should have purchased. Now, we couldn't have bought them all, but we should have taken a more aggressive stab at all of them. But that's looking through the lenses of hindsight, right? Well, we didn't get that other horse that we wanted, so we should have bought that earlier horse. And you're left doing that the entire time you're at a sale. People say, oh, no, I just turned the page, it's done. Okay, that's because you just stopped thinking about it. But it's there, and it does eat away at you a little bit, but always be happy with what you have. And I guess that's the easiest way just to quell that, is to say, be happy with what you have. I got the trotter I wanted from day 1, Tavia and Hanover. We got a lucky pickup in the other colt, Sterling Hanover, right? I got the Pacer I wanted at the end of the sale also. I was just standing there, and we bought Locatelli's brother in the exit again. If you wouldn't have seen that truck and trailer, would you possibly?
No, I knew what I was doing. I just was like, can I make it up there and cut across? And I went, no.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, it's been a great time. Harrisburg is such a different animal from Lexington. Lexington's the start of the sale season, and then the town is always alive, and it's just a different feel, right?
Well, when I come home from vacation, Lexington is vacation. Mm-hmm. I need a vacation. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. This is work.
And that is a good way to put it. That is exactly how you're left feeling. When you are at Harrisburg, you are on the clock. When you're at Lexington, you're just having a lot of fun. And they're both very, very important. It's just the way, I think it's the time of the season they're portrayed also, right? Anyway, we're off to the sale. I'm going to be a little bit late to start the show. I don't think anybody's that worried about it. There's not a ton to talk about. You guys have watched everything that has taken place. Today, I'll be reaching out to a number of people and asking them what shares they want, where they want. I want to get our Harrisburg stuff put to bed. And I think with the horses we purchased, that will be very, very easy. So, with that, we're about to pull in here in a moment to the Harrisburg sale at the complex here. What's it called? In the Farm Show Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We had a great night last night at the track. Not a great night, a good night. George of the Jungle raced admirably well, considering how tough last week's race was on him. He came out of the race, his feet were very, very sore. He had bled a little bit. We worked on him all week. Jason and everybody that worked with George of the Jungle did a great job. So good job there. Looked to me like he was oddly blocked coming out of the last turn. If he had a straight shot from the head of the lane to the wire, I dare say he's first, at very worst second, but he raced very good. And then And then Early Play is his name, right? Early Play, Mr. Collins had sent us a horse to race for him last night. I thought the horse raced really, really well, finished second. And then earlier in the day, Arson, my first inclination, somebody said, was he tired? My first inclination was to say no. Well, how could he be tired? He raced at Lexington when he was stabled there. He raced at Oak Grove when he was stabled there. And there's lots of horses in that division. Time is on my side, traveled everywhere and raced everywhere, and we kept him fresh. But every horse is a little bit different. And at the very least, I guess the deciding factor, just to give him a couple of weeks off, was simple. I don't know where to go with him next. And until this sale is over and all the condition sheets get retooled and all the horses start filling up the classes in various jurisdictions, I just want to get a look around horse racing. I want to get a look around the playing field and say, okay, this is where Arson should be. This is where Arson could be. And I don't know where that is just yet. So we're going to give him a couple of weeks out in the field. We are going to bring back Country Dancing and Rosetta right away. They're going to be shipping back in. Dancing by myself is going over to Ontario. I told you I wanted to train him on a bigger track down. I think he is going to be a Mohawk horse when we get him ready. He possesses some deep speed. And now, he's not a stupid horse, but he's got a lot to learn between now and racing. And I just think training down on a bigger track will help him a lot. So we're here now. I'm going to go on air and talk to everybody live. Much of what we're talking about right now, but it has been a great sale. I stuck to my guns. Even if we buy the filly today and we talk and giggle and laugh, I stuck to my plan coming to Harrisburg, and that is very important to know. So with that, and thanks very much to John. You guys saw John in the back. John took off last night. He's got a lot of work to do. He may be back in Ontario right now. So big thanks to John and Steve and all our guys that are always at the sale helping out. It means a lot, and it makes my job so much more easy. So with that, take care. I'll talk to you all very soon. Have a wonderful Wednesday. The weather is nice here today. It's not cold. It is going to be a beautiful Wednesday, regardless of what takes place today in Harrisburg.